right here from Cidade Dutra, another poor neighborhood from São Paulo, Brazil, we find Projeto Sol, as in Project Sol, a non-profit organization that provides arts and sports classes to its community. Created by an American nun, the project is about to complete 25 years, educating and providing a safe environment for its children and youth.
To come into a favela now, I don't know that would be possible. But at that time, the drug traffic was not as organized as it is, and it was the simple poor people. I became involved with a group of over 50 young people who were involved in drugs and prostitution and robberies and murders. And after working 5 years with this group and with Luis Carlos, who was my associate, we decided we had to do something in prevention because this was a lost road. So our proposal was have a place that is ours where we set the rules. No drugs, no drink, no arms, no baseball caps. You take off the baseball cap and look your friend in the eye, and you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, when you come and when you go. And it is a place, a haven, where you can have a lot of fun, but there can be no violence. And then we began developing our educational philosophy, which is transformation. And it is through the arts, the discipline of the art, the beauty of the art, the wonder of fantasy, that a child begins to have respect and to redeem his own dignity, and to be able to relate as an equal wherever he goes. Okay. And any young child, any young girl who puts on satin and tulle, they become a princess. Yes. And it isn't to negate the reality they live in, but it is to assume the deepest human reality that is theirs. And so that is where we began with dance. And I thought literacy classes just didn't attract young people. And of course sports were always a big thing, and they do excellent work in painting and sculpture and drawing. Okay. And that also is the refinement of the personality. Yes. And then we have religion classes in which we discuss the role of God in their lives and the whole Christian message that has to be not thought about and held within, but to be of service to other people. You can have any religious profession you want. You can belong to the Candomblé or the Evangelicals or the Catholics, but to have a reference to the good. And I always say to the children that we seek the beautiful all around us. We reproduce the beautiful because the ultimate beautiful is God. And that is what our whole life is about, is the pursuit of what is beautiful and what is good. Okay. We were here maybe 3 years or 4 years working with these children. We put on a show in Sesky Interlagos, and one of the youngest girls came across in beautiful Haitire Chine across the room with a pandeiro and a yellow swirling satin skirt. And that so moved me because she had spent her first years of childhood carrying a hard cart on her back, collecting old paper and all to sell. And we used to chase her around in a small Volkswagen because she didn't want to go to school because she didn't have shoes. We didn't have books. We'd carry her Chanel's around and say, put them on and go into school. She's graduated from the university now as one of our teachers. It is extremely hard not to give up, to believe that when this child comes to you and has no manners, he has no home life, his father's a drug addict, his mother's in prison, he only uses swear words, he doesn't know how to eat, that you can help that person become as noble and as dignified as anyone else. We have various foundations that do help us. Many times they give it for 2 years, funding for 2 years, or one time, or annually, and we just keep going after that. And we do have a project where friends of friends can contribute on a monthly basis, which is right now our mainstay. Well, it's going to be the most beautiful place in the world, I think, because it's come through the dedication and the labor of so many people. We'll have a beautiful dance room with a wood floor and mirrors. We'll have a large art room with a kiln. We have a room for theater. We already have a gorgeous gymnasium, which has been in use for 3 years now. And we'll have adequate bathrooms. We'll have a center for doctors to attend the community as well as the children. Oh, it's worth every minute of it. I wouldn't change this place for any place in the world. I always say I have the best job in the world.
For more information, go to www.projetosol.org.br. I'm Patricia Rizzi.